Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use custom player characters REDKIT integration pack. So first we need to go to custom player characters mod page in file step and download integration pack and unpack it. Now go to our REDKIT and its local files. You can do it from Steam. Now let's open R4 data folder and put files here. It should be a single strings database file. Now let's open the pod or uncooked folder and copy files here. Agree to overwrite any files. The pod is the folder which generates on first REDKIT run. Now we are ready. Let's run REDKIT and create QDemo project. In this project I will create quest and show how to use player changing logic. Let's create folder structure DLC QDemo. Now levels folder and prologue village folder. What will allow us to add new layers in this DLC folder for Prologue Village world. So we can see our folder already under DLC. Let's create quest folder here and new layer called areas. We will add two trigger areas here to trigger some actions in quest graph. We edit these folders under DLC to avoid messing with original files. So all the layer files are now inside our DLC folder and will be packed with only DLC. Let's create two areas and make them a bit bigger and add unique tags for them. Let it be QDemo area 1 and QDemo area 2. Save layer. Now create default structure for quest file data phases and create quest file. Let it be QDemo. Open this new quest file. It will be empty and create start block, complexity management, start, yes. And now let's wait for some trigger. Let it be enters trigger area. Select our first area here and put its tag using green arrow. Enters area 1. Alright. So after player enters trigger area, we will change player. But to make it left noticeable, first we will enter black screen. For this we are using fade out quest script with half second time. And wait this half second to make sure game is in black screen state. Alright, now we are ready. Use scripting and script block. Here we use custom nr set new player appearance function. It is from custom player characters files. Let's select player type witcheries and leave other params empty for now. So we will select our player appearance directly from the game. Let's load some save game. You can see custom player characters stuff is launching. Alright, now I will use Chameleon Potion to enter player setup scene. Or you can use E plus P hotkey combination if you have added these combinations in input settings files, according to installation guide. So I selected witcheries type, and now let's select some female appearance. Let it be Anna with red dress. Alright, now we exit scene, and it will log all the appearance in scripts log if you are inside the game, or editor log if you are in REDKIT. To open this editor log, we should open REDKIT folder, bin folder, and editor log file inside. Search for reload all appearance head hair keyword, and you will find all the data logged what we need. Back to our script block, copy head name, its item name, so it should start with an R prefix. Now let's select slot, hair slot. Make sure it is R slot, what means replacer, and not G slot, what is for only for internal use of custom player characters mod. R slot body, and yes, absolute path to W2 end entity template, and appearance items always goes to R slot misc. Here we have 2 items. Let's copy second one. Yes, and again we select R slot misc. Templates in the same slot will replace one another except R slot misc. You can have multiple items. Now the player have changed, and its appearance too. It's a latent function, so we don't have to wait anything. Now we can log type changing for the player, so player won't be able to change himself back to Geralt, for example. But don't forget to unlock it later when you don't need. Let's fade in back to the game. Fade in quest function, and again wait half second. And here is it. Now I want to return back to Geralt when we enters the same area again. So I will duplicate this sequence. Fade out quest script. Wait half second, pause block. set new player appearance, and here I select Geralt type. And you can select nothing for appearance and head because it won't be changed anyway. It will return back to saved original Geralt head and appearance. Fade in back and wait for fading and some delay to let player exit area. And I will loop it to allow multiple switches to Witcheries and back to Geralt. And another sequence I will do it for triggering small scene. Yeah, let's create a scenes folder and new scene. Let's call it qdemo scena 1. Here I edit a Geralt player, actor, and now I will switch on player type if it's male or female. So for example, if our quest allows both variants, player can be Witcher or Witcheress, for example, and you want to use different voice or dialogue lines, here I am showing how to handle that. For this, special NR speech switch fact is used. If it is 1, then player is female type. If it is 0, it is male. So section male and section female. And both goes to output. Yeah, now let's set one dialog line for every section. I will just find some Geralt and maybe Ciri dialog line. Let's take this one. I will search by text, line text, and enter to find, yes, select it, and Geralt speaker, and add dialog line for female section. Yes, Ciri, and maybe this line. Alright, now we can find it, line text, press enter, okay, found it. Here I'm showing that you can also use my strings database editor for REDKIT to search all the lines in strings database. You can search by voiceover name, so for example using regex, and so many other options. Alright, now let's make these sections gameplay to avoid breaking gameplay. And let's maybe add some additive animations, though I'm not sure they will be visible, but anyway. Let's reload this scene too, because it doesn't understand. Yes, now it loaded entity animset components and we can select animation. Use some additive gestures, slide explain gestures, or yes. Yes, and for female. Maybe some point pointing animation, yes. Alright, our scene is ready. You can also use player type fact to branch on different options, on different fact values, like I'm showing here, using story scene flow switch with different cases. So for example, NR player type 1 is when player is Geralt and so on. You can see player Geralt socket appeared. But that's rare cases, I guess, so I won't stop on it. Now let's add scene block in our quest graph. Yes. So when player enters area 2, this comment will be played according to his player type, what we will see inside the gameplay later, and some delay between looping this. We are ready to test it. No, first we must mount this quest file to the game itself. For this we will create DLC definition file, DLC qdemo, and yes, let's add ID and one quest mounter. Here we should add quest file, path to our quest file. It's ready. Now close and agree to save it. Now let's reload REDKIT project to, yes, I reload it, to let this red DLC definition be loaded in the game. And I will add some notify scripts for better logging our actions in the game. It's the function from custom player characters scripts again. You can use it if your mod relies on custom player characters. Anyway, you can use all of its functions. I'm not gonna to change or remove them, only maybe add some later. Here we are. One more login script. Yes, for start. To make sure the quest has started at all. And let's load some. So again, we can see qdemo start notification, so it's alright, and custom player characters started as well. And now we will go to this area. To see how it will fade out, change player, and fade in back. Yes, go, Geralt. Fade out and fade in, and we are witcheries with red dress, as you can see. Everything is working. And you don't have to handle all this appearance stuff. And we entered this area again and changed back to Geralt, as it was intended.
Halflings can be unpredictable.
Comment scene is working as well. Now let's change to witcheries back.
My grand told me
Yes.
about.
Back to witcheries, and let's trigger Cine. Where is it? Where is the area?
I must bid Valdo farewell.
Yes, it works. You can also use other script functions from custom player characters. They all have an R prefix, so you can you can check some things like is custom player characters mod version is higher or equal to what you expect. For example, version 301. And depending on that, change your logic. Or is player Ciri female, Geralt, sorceress, witcher, witcheries? Is it any replacer type? Or I mean custom type? And maybe some other functions you will find helpful. You can see at the bottom link to description of some of these functions. It's also a good idea to save current appearance seed, which a player may use if he is already using custom player type. Here is an installation process. Again, we copy back original strings database file in R4 data folder. Then we copy files back to depot or uncooked folder. Agree to override the files, and we should remove two folders. First, DLC new replacers folder. Done. And other is scripts local folder. Done. Hope it was understandable and useful for you. Goodbye.